All right. Now, let's get to the LeBron specialists. What do I mean by specialists? Well, I think there are a few types. LeBron specialists. I think there are, LeBron must have three-point assassins if you're going to play the way that you need to play to win with LeBron James. Three-point assassins. Do I know any? Let's take a look. Kyle Korver, Ray Allen, Damon Jones. I think Kyle Korver was on the Heat, right? But he was, I'm sorry. He was on Cleveland. Ray Allen, obviously, he was on the Miami Heat with LeBron when they won the championships there. Damon Jones, he was also on the Miami Heat. I think he was also in Cleveland, but James Jones was on the Heat, maybe even Cleveland. Kevin Love and Chris Bosh. This is all under three-point assassins. LeBron sucks in the defense when he drives the basketball. That's what he does. He backs up to half court, freight trains it all the way to the rim. The defense pulls in really tight, and he kicks it out to the corners, usually for three. He's found guys at the wing. He's found guys at the top of the key. LeBron's a great passer with great vision, but that's what LeBron needs. Freight train coming in, everyone collapses. He needs shooters to kick it to. That's what happens with LeBron. That's how it goes. Now, we talked about Kevin Love and Chris Bosh taking diminished roles or modifying their roles. LeBron James can't have a lane to drive if Chris Bosh is posting up at that elbow. Remember Kevin Garnett like he used to? Chris Bosh like he used to in Toronto? Kevin Love did the same thing when he was in Minnesota? LeBron can't have that if he's going to drive the basketball to the rim and look for shooters in the corners. So, to succeed with LeBron James, you've got to be a three-point assassin. Okay, do you want to change your game like that? Young Laker core? Kantavious, Caldwell-Pope, maybe that's for you. Because I got something for you later. As a rebounder, LeBron James, he needs rebounders. Committed ones. Because a lot of times he misses a lot of layups. And he wasn't the best shooter. And he needs someone to clean the glass. Who were those guys? Udonis Haslem, if you remember him from the Heat. Really good player. I really enjoy watching Udonis. Tristan Thompson. Need I say anything? We all know what a good rebounder and hustler Tristan Thompson was. And Chris Bosh. Got that key rebound and kicked it out to Ray Allen in the corner. Ray Allen hits the three. Incredible. Amazing. Awesome. If LeBron James doesn't have a rebounder, and that goes for any other player, but I'm just saying, if you have more potential and more ability, like Chris Bosh, if you could score 25, well, you're on a team with LeBron. You've got to commit yourself to rebounding the basketball. So, that might take away from your offensive touches. I'm just saying. Now, this is one of my favorite categories because this is more about the intangibles. And this is what you need to have if you're going to play with LeBron James, in my personal opinion. Defenders and sacrificers. Who were those guys? Why do I call them defenders and sacrificers? Young Laker core, or anyone else that will be a teammate of LeBron James. You have to do this if you are going to be successful on a team with him. But I do put this in the bucket with sacrificing who you are. Let's take a look at who. Shane Battier, Matthew Dellavedova. Both of those guys usually guarded one of the best wing players on the team, on the opposing team. LeBron never does. He's not Kobe in that way. Kobe would check Vince Carter. Kobe would check Tracy McGrady, Allen Iverson, Michael Jordan. LeBron James. It doesn't matter. LeBron James does not guard the best player, and he won't guard the best player. It's not his thing. It's not who he is. So you need defenders and sacrificers. Shane Battier, Matthew Dellavedova. They're guarding the best wing player, frustrating them, touching them, poking them, doing everything they can do possible to guard the best player and pester them, take offensive fouls, all of those things. Just real spirit guys that sacrifice. You know, maybe they don't know. Maybe they don't have the talent. Shane Battier wasn't the best player, but He was a defender and he was a sacrificer. Fits in great with LeBron James. And both those guys could hit the three. Shane Battier. My goodness, I forgot. I should have put him in that three-point assassins section too. That guy. Iman Shumpert and Anderson Varejao. Iman Shumpert is one of the better NBA players that I've seen because he can do everything. Can he hit the three? Yes. Can Iman Shumpert defend the best player on the wing? Yes. Is he fit enough to run off screens and chase Steph Curry all day? Yes. Will he go back at him and potentially score 15 points that game? Yes. I can't say enough good things. Anderson Varejao, he was another spirit guy. Kind of goofy, wouldn't give you a lot of offensive production, but that's not what he's there for, and that's not why he's in my defenders and sacrificers section. He would also take charges, get rebounds, be a pest on offensive glass. You gotta have that. A defender and a sacrificer. Anderson Varejao will guard the best big guy. Typically what he would do. Not saying he would do great or not, but he thrived in that role. He didn't mind it. Young Laker core, who wants to do that? Who wants to be the defender and the sacrificer? I don't know. Maybe JaVale McGee, maybe that's for you for right now. I don't know. But that's what LeBron needs. Or step over to the alpha side and do you. And Chris Bosh. He's in every section. Don't know if you noticed that. Don't know if you noticed that recurring theme that Chris Bosh is a three-point assassin. He's in the defender sacrificer. He was in the rebounder section. You notice something with Chris Bosh? That's why that guy's going to be in the Hall of Fame. Man, he's good. Anyway, Chris Bosh, defender sacrificer. He would guard the best big. If LeBron was playing the power forward, Chris Bosh would guard the best big. That's what he would do. What a sacrifice to make. Not that it was a bad one, not that he shouldn't have made it, but what a professional. What ability to guard that guy. Best guy. Hall of Fame role changers. Because where are we? Are we still in our section of LeBron specialists? Yeah, we are. Hall of Fame role changers. Changing your role to fit in with LeBron is necessary. You got to do it. You have to do it. And if Chris Bosh would have changed his role much more, he may not have found himself still able to be voted into the Hall of Fame. Chris Bosh may not have created a body of work where he would qualify. He didn't change too much. I think Kevin Love did. He may have changed a little bit too much and for a little bit too long. So young Laker core, Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kouzma, Lonzo Ball. If you guys want to be in the Hall of Fame, you're young. This is when you have to start building your legacy. Do you want to diminish your role? Potentially risking that? Guess it's all up to you. Losing your identity. There are a couple people that I want to talk about here, and there are some plays that I want to show you guys. Because I watched 2 to 3 guys in particular lose the identity that I have seen them have before. And the first guy we'll talk about is J.R. Smith. J.R. Smith, let's pull up J.R. Smith's stats. Look at J.R. Smith as a New York Knick. He was having a breakout year. I think J.R. finally figured it out. J.R. Wait, we didn't give him the proper introduction. Earl Smith III. His name's J.R. Look at him. He got as high as 18.1 points a game when he stepped on the court. When he was in Denver, he also was having a breakout toward the end of his career at Denver. 15. Then they traded him when he started scoring 12. Then it looks like he started to find his mojo again when he got to New York. But J.R. Smith, his numbers aren't really what I'm looking for because J.R. Smith was probably always a role player on teams. And maybe when he was on the Knicks, when they were just trying to run up the score with Carmelo and things like that, J.R. Smith's great shooting ability was there, and maybe he was doing more than he would really be expected to do on a really good team. So, but I know that J.R. Smith is a scorer. He always wants to score. He always wants to shoot. And I watched him do it in Denver. I watched him do it in New York. He's just a scorer, and it's really fun watching him play. Really fun watching him try to score the ball. Kind of like Jamal Crawford a little bit. Not as good at scoring the ball as Jamal Crawford, but he just wants to score. And I think back to the play that everyone got really mad at J.R. Smith about.
Hill misses. Rebound goes to the Cavs. J.R. Smith brings it back out. You get the feeling J.R. Smith thought they had the lead. He didn't know the score.
I think exactly. That's a bad mistake by J.R. Smith.
Smith to get the rebound, but dribble it away. And Hill could not get off a quality shot. Watch James. Now wanted a timeout, but too late to get it.
Including LeBron. I watched JR lose his identity. I watched it, that play. I knew it was gone. I saw a man that wasn't sure of the decision he should make. He won. Looking at that clip, I saw a man that wasn't sure, that wanted to get the ball to LeBron and was afraid of making a mistake. And it's tough when you see a dog not bark. It's tough when you see a pilot not fly. It's tough when you see Kobe Bryant not play. It's tough when you see someone that you know can do something not do it. And I watched JR get that offensive rebound and dribble away from the basket toward LeBron. I've got to get you the ball. You want it, right? You want it. And I know that's not J.R. Smith. I know that he probably lost his identity a little bit because playing with LeBron, it's what's required of you and how you've got to change. You might end up losing your identity. I'll save Kantavious, which is spelled with a K. Sorry, Kantavious. Kevin Love. He just seemed different. Yeah, Kevin Love just seemed different playing with LeBron. It just, I don't know. He would yell more. He would, I don't know. It just seemed like something was missing there. I don't have a clip for that. But I do have a clip for Kantavious Caldwell-Pope. They just lost to the Milwaukee Bucks yesterday on the 1st of March, 2019. Kantavious Caldwell-Pope turned the ball over right in front of the Milwaukee hoop on the other end of the floor.
Los Angeles ball, 1:54 to go in the fourth. Dangerous inbound pass, and Milwaukee steals it. In the corner, Brogdon hits the three.
He could have pitched the ball long. If LeBron is being double teamed, somebody else is maybe open. At least a little more open. Kantavious knows that. But I think I watched him do what J.R. Smith did when he got that rebound and dribbled it out and tried to find LeBron James. Kantavious Caldwell-Pope it appeared that he did not want to do anything that would go against what he felt LeBron wanted or needed at the time. And I'm not saying LeBron is brainwashing these guys and making them change their identity. I don't believe that for a second. But I'm just saying there's an effect that I've seen happen with players that play with LeBron James. Either they don't want to play with him anymore, Kyrie. Maybe he's got buyer's remorse now. Maybe he does want to come back with him. They get frustrated because they have to diminish their role. I think Josh Hart had a little of that. Brandon Ingram seemed to. Lonzo seemed confused. Or you have the alphas no matter what. Brandon Ingram's, your Dwyane Wade's, maybe. I don't know. But I hate seeing these grown men that are great players, best 350, 400 or whatever it is in the world, and they don't know what to do when they get on the team with LeBron James. They don't know how to thrive. Rodney Hood might have been a good guy for me to pull into this. Got a few final thoughts. I don't have advice for anyone. My first final thought. Subscribe to RB Breakthrough if you really want unbiased news about the NBA and just about everything surrounding it. He covers almost every player that he can think to. Keeps the receipts on everything. I believe he's about to start interviewing people now. Watching him and watching his channel grow has been nothing but positive, and it's unbiased and it's not colored, it's not flavored like a lot of the mainstream sports sources are. So watch RB The Breakthrough if you really want sports stuff, because this is the reasonable dose. This is not what we do. I just really love basketball. Used to play, used to coach, so basketball will always be near and dear to my heart, especially the NBA. But onward and upward, let's finish with my final thoughts. LeBron's legacy is in place. That's what every player that plays with LeBron should always remember. His legacy is there. It's in place. Static. He is one of the best players ever. He will be in the Hall of Fame. This is about you. What do you want your career to look like at the end of playing with LeBron James, whether it was for a long time or a short time? Do you want LeBron to have a positive effect on your career or a negative effect? Or do you just understand that your career is in your hands and you need to ball out of control? I touched on this earlier, but I do want to be specific. LeBron has had the opposite effects on some when he's joined the team. Kyrie Irving reached higher heights when LeBron came back. If we go to his stats, Kyrie, look at what happened. First year LeBron was in Cleveland, Kyrie had 19.6. I think it was the first year. Or no, 21 then 19, I think. LeBron came in 15, I think. So 21, 19, then boom, Kyrie explodes upward. So something motivated Kyrie to do that. LeBron coming to the team, it seems like Kyrie was trending and he would probably be about 22 points or less, right? That's what it looks like. 18, 22, 20, 21, 19. Okay. Seems like he might have been hovering around 20, 21, maybe 22. But something happened. Maybe LeBron got more attention so Kyrie could ball out. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. But something happened, and so much so that Kyrie wanted out of Cleveland. And his numbers went up. It's a big deal. So, I would say LeBron playing with Kyrie Irving helped him in many ways. I think it made the game easier for him because LeBron's one of the best players in the world and he's on your team. Obviously, things are going to be made easier for you. You have less attention. It's going to be easier for you. But you also took a couple shots to your ego. And then you started scoring more points. Awesome. There we go. I think LeBron come and helped you. Who else did? Yeah, Brandon Ingram. I think the Brandon Ingram may not have had the fire in his furnace like he does now. As I look at him, Brandon Ingram's balling out of control. So, I think playing with LeBron, that's really helped his career, and I think it's helped his confidence because maybe earning the respect of a LeBron takes that alpha male, that Dwyane Wade. Maybe that's what it takes. Maybe Brandon Ingram, maybe he's cracked that code. I'd say LeBron helped these two in particular not diminish themselves in a way that could ultimately hurt their careers and or their legacies. So I think they might have used LeBron as a little bit of fuel to help them. Just saying. Let me make sure we covered everything. Yeah. So just to recap, some of my thoughts. How to play with LeBron James. There will be effects to your legacy if you let it. You may not even have a legacy. I don't know how great Mario Chalmers could have been. I don't know if he just would have reached the level of a Mike Conley. Playing with LeBron, I don't know. Being an alpha male, I think you've got to be that if you're going to play with LeBron James. Something about him, something about what the media wants him to be, something about what he needs to be. I think as far as on the court's concerned, if you're not an alpha male, I don't know. I don't know how you'll fare and how your legacy will be. Don't forget to change your game or resist changing your game if you're playing with LeBron James. Will you have to be a specialist? 3-point shooter, a defender, only a rebounder, only a corner 3 shooter? Will you not get to handle the ball that much because LeBron needs it in his hand all the time? If so, and you can't become a LeBron specialist, you might lose your identity. Or if you do become a LeBron specialist, what were you before? Is your identity lost? So, just things to keep in mind if you are in my new Laker core. I love you guys. I'm not used to this LeBron thing. I'm not used to how he acts when he doesn't get the call. I'm not used to the blame game. I'm used to Kobe. I'm used to anger, competition, accountability, disgust, a standard. And I'm used to watching him do everything, which is why when he's asking you to do something, I can tell, well, he just did that 2 plays ago. That's why he's yelling at you. Kobe's been doing it all game. That's why he wants you to do it too. There's something about watching Kobe Bryant. He had this, even though the other guys may not have been as good as he was, he's like, hey man, if I can do it, you can do it. Nah, if I can score 40, you can score 40. I think Kobe knows that they couldn't do that. Some guys. But it's like, hey, if I can show up early, you can. If I can stay late, so can you. These are all things that Kobe Bryant did. He came, he stayed, he shot 1,000 shots or whatever he did. It was great watching him. And I'll throw this in at the end because it's who I am and this is the reasonable dose. I think all the hate that Kobe Bryant's gotten over all the years, all the comparisons to Michael Jordan, and a lot of people have been compared to Michael Jordan. When you're looking at Kobe Bryant and you're considering Michael Jordan, whom a lot of people consider the greatest player of all time, and it's not just a fleeting comment like, oh, is Vince Carter the next Michael Jordan? Is Tracy McGrady the next? Is this guy or that guy? Conversations can be had, and they were fun conversations. And I think I know why they were fun conversations. I think those conversations were fun because those guys weren't really close. But Kobe Bryant, he was a different kind of monster. Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan actually were pretty close. Really, only a championship separates them. So watching all the hate come Kobe Bryant's way has been entertaining, to say the least. And I think it's only because he is actually either the best player that's ever played or the second best player that's ever played to Michael Jordan. Kobe was obviously a better scorer. You see that in the stats. Kobe was obviously a better three-point shooter. Yeah, sure, he took more, but wow, what a machine. Both of them. Three-peat, then three-peat, three-peat, then two-peat. We compare Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan because those are the only two that should be compared in that same bucket. 6'6", 6'7", shooting guard. Eras more similar. Let's not compare LeBron to them. That was Alexa. Let's not compare LeBron to them because he's a whole different monster.
Would you like to chat with an Alexa Prize social bot?
No.
Okay.
That's the thing with LeBron. He's a totally different player. He's a totally different athlete. Totally different style. Totally different type of winner. They're all winners. Let's just compare apples to apples. Kobe's an apple. Michael Jordan's an apple. LeBron's something else entirely. Maybe a spaceship. But don't compare them. They're all too different. I'll even leave a link to my LeBron video here where I talked about Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant and LeBron James and how different they are. Guys, thanks for watching. Remember, like and subscribe to The Reasonable Dose. Like and subscribe to RB The Breakthrough for all your basketball news. Because I am. That's where I get it. So, thanks for watching. Catch you guys in the next one.